Have you ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by a sharp, painful cramp in your leg that feels like your muscle has suddenly turned to stone? One moment you're sleeping peacefully, and the next you're gasping, grabbing your calf, wondering what just happened and how to make it stop. If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. Leg cramps are one of the most common and frustrating problems seniors deal with. And the worst part is many people believe they're just a normal part of aging that you have to live with. But what if I told you that many leg cramps are actually your body sending you a warning signal? A signal that it's missing key nutrients it desperately needs to keep your muscles strong, relaxed, and working properly. Today, we're going to talk about the top 6 nutrients that can help prevent leg cramps in seniors and strengthen your legs from the inside out. And I promise, if you stay with me until the end, you'll understand your body better and know exactly what to do to reduce those painful cramps naturally. Magnesium is one of the most powerful nutrients when it comes to preventing leg cramps. Yet it's also one of the most commonly overlooked, especially in seniors. If you've ever felt that deep, tight, gripping pain in your calf or foot that seems to come out of nowhere, there's a very good chance magnesium plays a role. Magnesium is often called the muscle relaxation mineral, and for a good reason. While other nutrients help muscles contract, magnesium's main job is to help them relax again. Without enough of it, muscles can stay tense, overactive, and prone to sudden spasms that feel intense and alarming. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing magnesium from food. At the same time, many seniors eat fewer magnesium-rich foods or take medications that deplete magnesium levels without realizing it. Certain blood pressure medications, diuretics, and even some acid-reducing drugs can lower magnesium over time. The result is a quiet deficiency that slowly shows up as leg cramps, muscle stiffness, twitching, or that restless, uncomfortable feeling in the legs at night that makes it hard to fall asleep. What makes magnesium so important is its role in nerve signaling. Your nerves send messages to your muscles telling them when to tighten and when to let go. Magnesium helps regulate those signals so they don't fire too strongly or too often. When magnesium levels are low, the nerves can become overexcited, sending excessive signals that cause the muscle to contract suddenly and painfully. This is why magnesium deficiency is so strongly linked to nighttime leg cramps, when your muscles are already more relaxed and sensitive. Magnesium also supports healthy circulation and helps muscles recover after activity. If you notice that your cramps happen after walking, exercising, or even standing for long periods, low magnesium could be part of the problem. When your muscles don't have enough magnesium, they fatigue more quickly and have a harder time returning to a relaxed state. Over time, this increases the likelihood of cramping, especially in the calves, feet, and thighs. The good news is that magnesium is something you can support naturally. Foods like leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and legumes are all good sources. Even small, consistent improvements in magnesium intake can lead to noticeable changes in how your muscles feel. Many people report fewer cramps, less stiffness, and better sleep when their magnesium levels improve. Some seniors also use magnesium supplements or topical magnesium creams, but it's always wise to discuss supplementation with a healthcare provider, especially if you're taking medications. One of the biggest signs that magnesium may be helping is improved sleep, because magnesium calms the nervous system. It often reduces nighttime cramping and that restless leg sensation that keeps people awake. Waking up without that sudden, sharp leg pain can make a huge difference in overall quality of life. In simple terms, magnesium helps tell your muscles it's okay to relax. When your body has enough of it, your legs feel looser, more comfortable, and far less likely to cramp without warning. For seniors looking to strengthen their legs and reduce painful cramps naturally, magnesium is often the first and most important place to start. Potassium is another essential nutrient when it comes to preventing leg cramps, and it works hand in hand with magnesium to keep your muscles functioning smoothly. If magnesium helps muscles relax, potassium helps them contract properly in the first place. Together, they create balance. When potassium levels drop too low, that balance is lost, and muscles can start to misfire, leading to cramps that feel sudden, tight, and hard to control. Potassium plays a key role in maintaining the electrical signals that allow your muscles to move. Every time you take a step, stand up, or flex your foot, potassium helps transmit those signals from your nerves to your muscles. When potassium is low, those signals become weaker or irregular, and muscles can overreact by contracting too strongly or too suddenly. This is why potassium deficiency is so commonly linked to muscle cramps, especially in the legs and feet. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to low potassium levels for several reasons. One of the biggest is medication use. Many older adults take diuretics for blood pressure or heart conditions, and these medications cause the body to lose potassium through urine. Over time, this loss can add up. Dehydration also plays a major role. When the body doesn't have enough fluid, potassium levels can become concentrated or depleted, both of which increase the risk of cramping. Even sweating, which can happen during warm weather or light exercise, can reduce potassium levels without you realizing it. Another important thing to understand about potassium is its role in fluid balance. Potassium helps keep the right amount of fluid inside your muscle cells. When potassium is low, muscles can become dehydrated at the cellular level, even if you're drinking enough water. Dehydrated muscle cells are more likely to cramp, especially at night when circulation slows down and muscles cool. This is one reason why leg cramps often strike while you're resting or sleeping. The good news is that potassium is widely available in everyday foods. Many people think only of bananas, but potassium is also found in oranges, potatoes, beans, lentils, spinach, and avocados. Including a variety of these foods regularly can help maintain steady potassium levels throughout the day. Consistency matters more than large amounts all at once. Small, regular intakes help keep your muscles supported and responsive. When potassium levels are balanced, muscles contract and relax smoothly instead of locking up unexpectedly. Many seniors notice that their legs feel less heavy, less fatigued, and more stable when their potassium intake improves. Walking becomes easier, and that sudden grabbing pain in the calves becomes less frequent. It's important to note that potassium balance is delicate. Too little can cause cramps, but too much can be harmful, especially for people with kidney issues. That's why it's best to focus on food sources and consult a healthcare provider before using supplements. In simple terms, potassium keeps your muscle signals clear and controlled. When your body has enough of it, your legs move with confidence instead of tension. For seniors dealing with leg cramps, supporting healthy potassium levels can be a powerful step towards stronger, more comfortable legs every day. Calcium is often thought of as the bone-strengthening nutrient, but its role in preventing leg cramps and supporting muscle function is just as important, especially for seniors. In fact, calcium is essential every single time your muscles move. Without enough calcium, the communication between your nerves and muscles becomes unreliable, and that's when problems like twitching, spasms, and painful leg cramps can begin. When a muscle contracts, calcium is released inside the muscle cells to trigger that movement. Once the contraction is complete, calcium levels must drop again so the muscle can relax. This process needs to happen smoothly and repeatedly throughout the day. If calcium levels are too low, muscles may contract when they shouldn't or fail to relax properly. That's why calcium deficiency can lead to tight, painful cramps that seem to come out of nowhere, often in the calves, feet, or thighs. As we age, our ability to absorb calcium from food decreases. Many seniors also reduce their intake of calcium-rich foods, especially dairy, due to digestion issues, lactose intolerance, or concerns about cholesterol. Over time, this can lead to lower calcium levels without obvious warning signs. Muscle cramps are often one of the earliest signals that your body isn't getting enough calcium to support proper muscle control. Calcium doesn't work alone. It relies heavily on vitamin D to be absorbed and used effectively. Without enough vitamin D, even a calcium-rich diet may not fully protect you from muscle cramps. This is why seniors with low vitamin D levels often experience both muscle weakness and cramping. When calcium and vitamin D are both in balance, muscles respond more smoothly to nerve signals, reducing the risk of sudden spasms. Another important role of calcium is in maintaining steady nerve function. Nerves use calcium to release neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that tell muscles when to move. If calcium levels are low, these signals can become erratic, leading to uncontrolled muscle contractions. This can make cramps feel more intense and harder to relieve once they start. The good news is that calcium is accessible through many dietary sources. Dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are well-known options, but leafy green vegetables, fortified plant-based milks, tofu, and certain fish with edible bones also provide calcium. Regular, balanced intake is more effective than consuming large amounts occasionally. Your muscles benefit from a steady supply rather than sudden spikes. Many seniors who improve their calcium intake notice not only fewer leg cramps but also better overall muscle endurance. Legs feel more stable during walking, standing, and daily activities. Nighttime cramps, in particular, may become less frequent as muscle signaling becomes more reliable. It's important to avoid excessive calcium intake, especially through supplements, unless guided by a healthcare provider. Too much calcium can cause other health issues. The goal is balance, not overload. In simple terms, calcium helps your muscles know when to move and when to stop. When your body has enough calcium, muscle contractions become controlled instead of chaotic. For seniors looking to strengthen their legs and reduce painful cramps, calcium is a crucial part of the foundation for healthier, more dependable muscle function. Vitamin D plays a powerful and often underestimated role in preventing leg cramps and strengthening muscles in seniors. Many people think of vitamin D only in relation to bone health, but in reality it affects almost every system in the body, especially the muscles and nerves. Without enough vitamin D, muscles can become weak, uncoordinated, and more prone to painful cramps, particularly in the legs. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium effectively, and as you've already learned, calcium is essential for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. When vitamin D levels are low, calcium absorption drops, even if your diet contains enough calcium. This creates a chain reaction where muscles don't receive the support they need to function smoothly. The result can be muscle tightness, spasms, and cramps that seem to appear without warning. And another critical role of vitamin D is its influence on nerve function. Your nerves send signals to your muscles, telling them when to move and how strongly to contract. Vitamin D helps keep these signals clear and well coordinated. When vitamin D is deficient, nerve signals can become delayed or misdirected, leading to sudden muscle contractions or weakness. This is one reason why seniors with low vitamin D often experience both leg cramps and balance problems. Vitamin D deficiency is extremely common in older adults. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Many seniors also spend less time outdoors or use sunscreen, which further reduces vitamin D production. Dietary sources of vitamin D are limited, making it easy for levels to drop over time without noticeable symptoms until issues like cramps and muscle pain begin to show up. Low vitamin D can also contribute to muscle fatigue. Muscles that tire easily are more likely to cramp, especially during the night or after physical activity. If you notice that your legs feel weak, shaky, or sore in addition to cramping, vitamin D deficiency could be a contributing factor. Improving vitamin D levels often leads to stronger, more resilient muscles that recover more easily. Maintaining healthy vitamin D levels can make a noticeable difference in daily life. Many seniors report fewer nighttime leg cramps, improved walking stability, and greater confidence in their movements when their vitamin D levels are adequate. Stronger muscles also mean a reduced risk of falls, which is especially important as we age. Vitamin D can be obtained through safe sun exposure, fatty fish like salmon or sardines, fortified foods, and supplements. Because vitamin D needs vary from person to person, especially in seniors, it's important to have levels checked and follow medical guidance when supplementing. More is not always better, and balance is key. In simple terms, vitamin D helps your muscles and nerves communicate clearly and work together smoothly. When your body has enough vitamin D, your legs feel stronger, more coordinated, and less prone to painful cramps. For seniors aiming to prevent leg cramps and build lasting leg strength, vitamin D is an essential nutrient that should never be overlooked. Sodium is often misunderstood, especially when it comes to muscle health and leg cramps in seniors. Most of the time, we only hear about sodium in a negative way, usually connected to high blood pressure or heart health. But the truth is, sodium is an essential electrolyte, and without the right amount of it, your muscles simply cannot function properly. When sodium levels drop too low, muscle cramps can become more frequent, more intense, and harder to prevent. Sodium plays a crucial role in maintaining fluid balance in the body. It helps keep the right amount of water inside and outside your cells, including muscle cells. This balance is what allows muscles to stay hydrated and flexible. When sodium is too low, muscles can become dehydrated at a cellular level, even if you're drinking plenty of water. Dehydrated muscles are far more likely to cramp, especially in the legs, where muscles work hard to support your body weight. Another important role of sodium is in nerve signaling. Sodium helps generate the electrical impulses that travel along nerves and tell muscles when to contract and relax. If sodium levels are insufficient, these signals can become weak or irregular. This can cause muscles to contract suddenly or fail to relax properly, leading to painful cramps that often occur at night or after physical activity. Seniors are at higher risk of low sodium levels for several reasons. Some older adults are advised to follow very low sodium diets, sometimes more strictly than necessary. Others may drink large amounts of plain water without replacing electrolytes, especially in hot weather. Certain medications, including diuretics and some antidepressants, can also affect sodium balance. Over time, these factors can quietly lower sodium levels and increase the likelihood of muscle cramps. It's important to understand that preventing cramps doesn't mean consuming excessive amounts of salt. Too much sodium can cause its own health problems. The goal is balance. Your body needs enough sodium to support proper muscle and nerve function, but not so much that it strains the heart or blood vessels. For many seniors, moderate sodium intake through whole foods is sufficient to maintain healthy levels. Foods that naturally contain sodium, such as soups, broths, dairy products, and lightly salted meals, can help maintain balance, especially when paired with adequate hydration. In situations where sweating is increased, such as during warm weather or light exercise, replenishing electrolytes becomes even more important. When sodium levels are balanced, muscles respond more predictably. Cramps become less frequent, and that sudden tightening sensation in the legs is reduced. Many seniors notice that their legs feel more comfortable and less fatigued when they pay attention to both hydration and electrolyte balance. In simple terms, sodium helps your muscles stay hydrated and your nerve signals stay strong. When your body has the right amount, your muscles are less likely to seize up unexpectedly. For seniors dealing with leg cramps, understanding sodium as a necessary electrolyte, not an enemy, can be an important step toward healthier, more reliable muscle function. Vitamin B12 plays a critical but often overlooked role in preventing leg cramps and maintaining strong, healthy muscles in seniors. While vitamin B12 is most commonly associated with energy levels and brain health, its influence on nerve function makes it extremely important for proper muscle control. Without enough vitamin B12, the communication between your nerves and muscles can break down, leading to cramps, weakness, and uncomfortable sensations in the legs. Every muscle movement begins with a nerve signal. Vitamin B12 helps protect the nerves by maintaining the myelin sheath, a protective coating that allows nerve signals to travel quickly and accurately. When vitamin B12 levels are low, these signals can slow down or become distorted. This miscommunication can cause muscles to contract when they shouldn't or fail to relax properly, resulting in painful leg cramps that may occur during rest or activity. Vitamin B12 deficiency is surprisingly common in older adults. As we age, the stomach produces less acid, which is necessary to absorb vitamin B12 from food. Certain medications, including acid blockers and metformin, can further interfere with absorption. Even seniors who eat enough B12-rich foods may still develop a deficiency over time. Symptoms often appear gradually and can include tingling in the legs or feet, numbness, balance issues, fatigue, and muscle cramps. One of the reasons vitamin B12-related cramps can be especially frustrating is that they often don't respond well to stretching alone. Because the problem starts with nerve signaling rather than muscle tightness, cramps may feel deep, sudden, and difficult to relieve. Supporting healthy B12 levels helps restore proper nerve communication, allowing muscles to respond smoothly instead of seizing up unexpectedly. Vitamin B12 also supports red blood cell production, which helps deliver oxygen to your muscles. Muscles that receive enough oxygen are less likely to fatigue and cramp. If your legs often feel weak or heavy along with cramping, low B12 levels could be contributing to poor oxygen delivery and muscle endurance. Dietary sources of vitamin B12 include meat, fish, eggs, and dairy products. Many seniors, however, consume less of these foods or have trouble absorbing B12 from them. Fortified foods and supplements are often effective solutions, especially when recommended by a healthcare provider. In some cases, B12 injections may be necessary to correct significant deficiencies. Improving vitamin B12 levels can lead to noticeable improvements in muscle comfort and coordination. Many seniors report fewer cramps, improved balance, and reduced tingling or numbness in legs once B12 levels are restored. This can make walking safer and daily activities more enjoyable. In simple terms, vitamin B12 keeps the lines of communication between your nerves and muscles clear and reliable. When your body has enough B12, your muscles respond calmly instead of reacting suddenly with painful cramps. For seniors looking to prevent leg cramps and strengthen their legs from the inside out, vitamin B12 is an essential nutrient that deserves careful attention. Before we wrap up, I want you to remember one important thing. Leg cramps are not just an uncomfortable inconvenience, and they're not something you simply have to accept as part of getting older. In many cases, they're your body's way of asking for support. When your muscles cramp, tighten, or wake you up in the middle of the night, it's often a sign that something is out of balance. And the good news is balance can be restored by paying attention to key nutrients like magnesium, potassium, calcium, vitamin D, sodium, and vitamin B12. You're giving your muscles what they need to work the way they were designed to. These nutrients help your muscles contract smoothly, relax fully, stay hydrated, and receive clear signals from your nerves. When they work together, your legs feel stronger, more stable, and far less likely to cramp unexpectedly. Combine that with proper hydration, gentle daily movement, and regular check-ins with your healthcare provider, and you're setting yourself up for better sleep, easier movement, and more confidence on your feet. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you been dealing with leg cramps, especially at night? Or have you noticed improvement after changing your diet or hydration habits? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story could help someone else who's going through the same thing. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach more people who need this information. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos where we talk about staying strong, active, and healthy as we age. Your legs support you every single day. Taking care of them now means more freedom, comfort, and independence in the years ahead. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.